Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Gomez.
And I'm also his boss.
Okay, great. That's wonderful news. We're counting down some of the best cards that will break open the new commanders you can find in the Commander 2016 decks available this Friday. And today, we're looking at a really exciting one. I like this guy a lot, but I think there's some kind of unusual ways that you can take this card. So, I want to hear about it. We're looking at Yidris Maelstrom Wielder. And what have you got for us on this guy, Adam?
So I wrote an article about Yidris Maelstrom Wielder. If you just want to see all the cards, they're in the description below.
Mm-hmm.
But Maelstrom Wielder basically is, if you hit a player with Yidris, the spells you cast during your next combat, non-combat main phase, after combat, they all get Cascade.
Okay, so talk to me like I've never heard about Cascade before. What is it? Why do I care? What's it do?
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Do you like drawing cards?
Love drawing cards every turn.
Okay, what if every spell you cast also drew a card?
That would be very good.
Okay, and what if they all cost the same amount of mana?
That would also be great.
Okay, and what if that card you drew just automatically goes on the stack? You have to play it for free too.
So now I'm just playing the next card off my deck basically for free every turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, where do I sign up for that?
Right here, that's what Cascade does.
All right. So how do we take advantage of this really powerful ability that's tacked on there?
Well, Cascade says, it cares about the spells that cost 1 mana less than the spell you cast.
Okay.
That's how you take advantage of it. So let's say I've got Yidris Maelstrom Wielder and I'm ready to attack with him at some point.
Yep.
So I'll cast Trinket Mage. Trinket Mage says, go find an artifact that converted mana costs 1 or less. So I'll go find Sensei's Divining Top. Very reasonable spell for Commander. I'll go hit someone with Yidris Maelstrom Wielder. I'll cast Sensei's Divining Top. Yidris Maelstrom Wielder's replacement trigger happens and it gains Cascade. So I'll Cascade. Cascade trigger goes on the stack, resolves.
Yep.
And I'll reveal cards from my library until I reveal a spell that costs
Less
0
than
mana.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
Very few spells cost 0 mana. So
That's right.
What are we looking for here?
Well, something like Hypergenesis, which would just dump everything onto the battlefield, go have fun. Or something with maybe Living End. So all the creatures go away and you get your graveyard back into the play. By the way, if you go get Living End, for example, let's say it's the only spell that costs 0 mana in your deck, you can sacrifice Trinket Mage before that resolves to get Trinket Mage back to start it all over again, assuming, of course, you can get Living End back into your library.
Wow, that seems goofy. Okay.
It's good.
So, yeah, all right. So just on that alone seems like a really cool way to take advantage of what Yidris can do for you. What else could you do with this guy?
Well, there's a legendary creature called Maelstrom Wanderer.
I remember him.
Yeah, 7/4/7/5 is a big multicolored creature, has Cascade. So let's say you give Yidris Maelstrom Wielder Double Strike. What do you think happens?
I'm going to guess with my expertise of Magic that all those Cascades stack?
That's right. So after you hit someone with Yidris Maelstrom Wielder twice or 3 times, all your spells gain Cascade twice or 3 times. So, you can live the dream and Cascade.
Wow, so that's like having a whole nother hand of cards that you just dumped out for free at that point. Basically.
Cascade, yeah.
Wow, okay. But this only seems to work if you're able to do damage with Yidris. So how do you guarantee you're getting him into the red zone?
Super easy in Commander. You've got stuff that gives haste, like, say, Lightning Greaves.
Yep.
So you can just sneak him in, like play him quick, boom. Somebody doesn't have a blocker, you got in.
Okay.
Things like Whisper Silk Cloak, it's unblockable and untargetable, kind of handy if you want to keep bashing.
Yeah.
Or my new favorite way, Key to the City. Make Yidris unblockable, discard a card that you don't want to cast, and hopefully draw maybe one you do with Cascade. Next turn, but still works.
Okay. Any other ways we can take advantage of Cascade? It feels like it hinges on the converted mana cost of what you played, so logically, the bigger that number is, the better your next free spell is going to be?
Yep, so it works exactly like you hope it would with Delve. So Treasure Cruise, you can exile 7 cards from your graveyard, cast it for 1 blue mana, get the first thing that costs 7 mana or less off your library, then draw 3 cards too.
Wow, so that seems crazy. Okay. Man, there's like emerge creatures with big cards. There's so many cool ways to take advantage of this guy. I love it. And all you have to do is just not play white cards. So,
deal.
Not a steep price to pay.
Okay.
I like it. Great. Well, there's lots more awesome stuff over at Magic.TCGplayer.com where we're covering all the Commander decks. Lots of cool ways to break all of them. Some really awesome upgrade paths. But we also want to hear from you, right? We love getting feedback and comments. So let us know below what card you're most excited to bring into the Yidris deck or one of the others. And we'll hear all about it. It's going to be fun. That's it for today, though. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye, Internet.
Just like John.
Just like John.
Uncanny.